Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and uh, now we are having a little bit of a dump in the market for Bitcoin, and I'm sorry I forgot to click on go live, and I was just speaking to myself in a way. But hey, I figured that out, and now we are live, and let's continue with our live stream. Okay, so with Bitcoin, you can clearly see it's coming down at the moment, and the what's it called? The momentum is coming towards the downside. Okay, look at this, and surely we made this pattern over here. I would say this was more like a bearish flag kind of pattern, and momentum is towards the downside because, like I explained you in my previous live stream, if you've been listening to me, that we were making a bearish pattern, and this was the big resistance that Bitcoin was getting. Now you can see we made this. This was a bullish pattern. Okay, we broke the neckline, we rallied up, but we got rejected right from here. What is this level now? If you go to the weekly time frame, you can easily see we had this big resistance line. This is where every time you're above it, you're bull mode. You're below it, you're not that bull mode. Okay, so this is what was going on, and clearly you cannot ignore this. This area. Okay, look at this. This area, this area, this area. Okay, so this is it's a very crucial level in my viewpoint, and we need to, either uh, you know, just find a support, I would say. Find a support level in this area, and if you find a solid support, you can see the price is coming down right now really strongly, and a lot of coins are going to follow at the moment. Okay, so be ready for that, and let's just see where it can go. Now I have this green line drawn, green box drawn over here, as you can see it, and this is also an important level for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin comes down, I want Bitcoin to hold this level. Okay, if it holds this level, there are chances we can find a solid support here, because look at this. It took a lot of time for this area to, it took a long time to make it, and now you can look at this. We are here at the support, coming right towards it. Okay, there's no doubt that we are gonna come and maybe find some candles. Let's go in the weekly. Actually, you can see it better. So you can see this free fall that's happening it's because of we couldn't break this level of resistance. Look at this, how badly it's falling right now. I mean, I think this was meant to be, because as soon as we lost this area of support, there was a breakout coming. Okay, now if you go in the 4-hourly time frame, you can see clearly this pattern over here had a price target. Okay, I explained you this before, and I'll do it again. And we had this area of support. Okay, this was the area of support. Bring the line graph, you can see this was the area of support. Okay, and this is the price target. As soon as we broke down, you can see exactly this was the breakout point, and we tried to get back in this red box, but we couldn't. And you can see exactly the price target is hit at the moment. Okay, but again, the price target has been hit, but this is your strongest support level. I mean, you can see we have some candles here, but this is the strongest support line. And the reason I say that, you have to pay close attention to this. I'm not making this up. This is just we are in the 4-hourly time frame. In 4-hourly time frame, you can see things a little bit dissected candle by candle. But if you go to the weekly time frame, you can see why this green area is such a significant area, because look at this. You see this resistance line? This resistance line was basically a symmetrical triangle. Look at this. This was a symmetrical triangle. We broke towards the upside. Once we broke towards the upside, we had a price target towards the upside. Okay, and it was from the top to the bottom of this symmetrical triangle. And you can see this was the target over here at 49,231. We never reached this target. If we would have reached this target, we would have broken this resistance line for the whole pattern, okay? But we couldn't do it, we got rejected, and we are coming towards the downside, okay? Now this green box is basically this area, second support area. What I feel, we can find a little bit of a support level here. If we can find a support level and just go step by step towards the upside, okay, that would be great. Then we can just force this area to break out, okay? We just need an important break in this area. If this break comes in, then price can start moving towards the upside unless we don't find a solid support and momentum to break this support, the resistance. We are gonna come and just maybe consolidate or come and test even these levels over here, okay? And again, I've explained you this in my previous videos. I'll just quickly do that because as you can see, the analysis is going pretty accurate. What I've been just analyzing in my recent videos, you can see these consolidation areas, okay? These areas, you have to pay close attention to these areas, okay? What's going on here is that, okay, these are, you don't just make these out of thin air, okay? It takes a lot of time to make. These are accumulation zones that's been going on for a long time. And when you look at these areas, you can see this is actually a bearish head and shoulder pattern. I've explained you this. This is a bearish head and shoulder pattern, okay? And so is this a bearish head and shoulder pattern, okay? And now this is the resistance for the left shoulder. Resistance for the left shoulder. This is the right shoulder. Now, if we are able to hold this level, okay? If you're able to hold this level, that's going to be great, okay? Because you're just consolidating in this area, okay? And you can see over here, this bearish head and shoulder pattern didn't break towards the downside because there was a lot of buyers sitting over here. Once we came over here, got solid support at this level, and you could also see we got accumulation volume that came in. The volume is a little bit going down in the weekly, but I would like to see more volume that could come in the weekly time frame. Then we can start breaking resistance levels. But once we break this resistance level, like we did here, confidence came back, and once we broke this area, you could clearly see, once we broke this area, the green box, got on top of the red box, then made this as support. When the price came, this became support for the whole price, and then went towards the upside, okay? So exactly over here, okay? Once we broke it, it went up, okay? And this became support. You could see it in the daily time frame a little bit better for this one. It went up, came back, held this as support, and then movement became towards the upside, okay? So that's exactly people who, whales, who, I mean, if there are like, big whales who do this 24/7, obviously they know where the resistance points are, and as soon as it hits it and you cannot close a weekly candle above it, they're gonna sell. A lot of people with like whales, big money, they're gonna sell, and the price is gonna come down. Then whenever it comes to the support, they're gonna start in accumulating it. And if this is gonna hold, I think this is a very important support line. So is this long-term support line for Bitcoin, which is going accordingly towards the upside. And I've already explained you, I don't think any YouTuber covers this the way it's supposed to be covered. If, I mean, obviously I could be wrong, I couldn't be right all the time, but yeah, this support line over here is a very major support line, okay? You can see every time I explained you this, it holds these levels, this support line, okay? And here, this was the Corona dump, okay? Corona dump happened. Sorry, my mic just went off. So right over here, if you look at this, we are still making higher low formation, okay? We are still in this pattern, which is a good thing. We are still in an upwards channel. Now, even if we break this, that doesn't mean price is going to go towards zero. It doesn't mean that. It means that this channel, the momentum of this channel is probably finished, and it's going to come here, maybe find some support, and then rally towards the upside, because overall, Bitcoin has been, one of those digital assets that's been very much commercialized at the moment. So even if this breaks the support, okay, an example I can give you is right over here, okay. This was a channel as well, okay. So you can see when this channel broke the support, the price came and fell, okay. How much did it fell? It fell about like I would say 90% or something. Let's see, okay. It fell about 82%. But after it fell down, people thought this is a good area to buy in. So they bought it, went up, made higher low formation, and then rallied towards the upside. So whenever this happens, it breaks the support. I mean, I'm not saying something similar like that would happen, but yeah, dump will come, okay? And um, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be exactly um, at 20,000 because see that's where the target is. Now, if it breaks, there would be a lot of fake outs as well. Now, if it breaks towards the upside, then there's the price target 94,000, 80 to 94,000. So that's where everyone is waiting on this area to break out, either to up to down, because a lot of leverage traders are going to benefit. If even if it breaks towards the downside, and they could put in their trade. So, and a lot of like long-term holders or swing traders are waiting on when the price breaks the resistance, the price action can be towards the upside. So this is the whole psychology, I would say. The emotions are stuck in this. Uh, Let me just draw it really. The emotions are stuck in this box actually. This is the box where things are gonna go to the moon or back to gravity, back to Earth, because if it comes breaks this level, okay, and this is the lowest point of Bitcoin, 29,000. I was here when this was happening. I was still drawing these lines. But if it happens, it's going to go here, maybe form some kind of a pattern, and maybe there's a reversal that could take place. But that we have to see it accordingly. But if that doesn't happen, it holds the support, then up, you're going to start going up. Okay. Now, we need the world to be in a little bit better place for these to go up. Okay, a lot of panic, corona, war, a lot of stuff is going on right now. So when things settle down a little bit, I think Bitcoin has more room to grow and grow. I mean, look at this pattern. Okay, let me show you. Bitcoin went up from here, came down, found support here, went up, resistance, came down, found support here. Now, if it goes up like that, this is a W pattern formed, okay? It's a bullish pattern that it could form in the monthly time frame, and then breakout could be towards the upside. Now, if it breaks towards the downside, breaks this point, look at this. Okay, this is an M pattern formed, which is a bearish pattern, okay? Break towards the downside can happen. Now, I'm not saying down or up. I'm just analyzing this thing. I'm not convinced that it's going to break towards the resistance at the moment or towards the top. I'm just saying if we build the momentum over here somewhere, look at the weekly time frame and hold this as support, even come down to 38, 39,000, hold this as support, and then build the momentum to go up and break this resistance, which is lying over here. Let me show you this resistance level, 46,000, 47, wherever the next candle is going to come. These levels, because the line is slanted towards the upside, wherever this comes, like that, like that, like that, or maybe even go below like that. Whenever we break this, close a weekly candle above it, that's your indication Bitcoin wants to move towards the upside, okay? So this is a very strong area that we have to break, and this is a very strong support area because buyers come in at these areas. Look at this, so many buyers came in. Look at this area, buyers came in. Okay, so a lot of buyers come in these areas. Okay, if you take out the volume, you could see it in the daily time frame. Look, whenever the bottom hits, look at the beautiful volume you get. Okay, you can see you didn't get enough volume here, but here you got a little bit of heavy volume, and then that's why you have these breakouts in the weekly time frame. So Yeah, at the moment, this is the 200 daily moving average lying around the 26,000 level. Even if you see from the top to the bottom, you know, this, whatever this is, this area, let's judge it over here. Let's go take this off really quickly. Move this. Okay, we do have a request from one of our viewers, Vengu, Solana, and DAR. Yeah, we could look at, let's look at DAR first because DAR has been doing something lately. I think I covered DAR today earlier, but let's quickly cover DAR. Okay, DAR coin. Yeah, DAR has a. I mean, DAR started moving, but Bitcoin started falling. And if DAR would have started moving towards the upside, that would have been great. But again, if a lot of viewers out there don't know about DAR, DAR is a gaming coin, and it's a pretty decent coin. It has a lot of volatile movements. We broke this support, came towards the downside, made a beautiful head and shoulder pattern. Okay, look at this head and shoulder pattern, broke towards the upside, had a beautiful um, target level that we reached right over here, reached it. This red box is basically the Fibonacci levels that we had to, you know, break and close a candle, the daily candle above it. If we would have done this, momentum would have gone towards the upside. We broke the support level, and there might be a chance price can come towards the downside because I explained to you in my video earlier that DAR made this bearish pattern. Look, and I'm not against or, you know, of course I want the crypto market to go up. I'm just analyzing things with the chart strictly. Okay, so look at this. It made this bearish pattern. Okay, so you can see if you pay a little bit close attention, you can see we closed this candle, red candle over here, but this green candle pushed the price back in. Okay, but now we have made this bearish head and shoulder pattern. Now you can see the price is coming out, and if the price, you know, closes the candle like that, or second candle comes over here in the 4-hourly time frame, the momentum can be shifted towards the downside, and we can go and, you know, wherever the breakout is going to be. Now this is the price target. If it breaks from the top side, it's 165. If it breaks towards the downside, I'm not saying, because most of the time these targets, they have price targets, it's 50-50 chances that they go meet the target because they could find support somewhere before. Because if you analyze this in the Fibonacci now, you can see we do have a very strong support level at 1.414. Okay, so this is the head and shoulder pattern. We had this beautiful support levels over here, this neckline, plus the 1.414 area is sitting over here. So if it falls 89 cents, it's looking like, but if it holds and Bitcoin goes a little bit up now, wherever it is, then you have a chance that it can get back in exactly like it did here. And the second 4-hourly candle can explain you a little bit better whenever the time comes. We have 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then the price can start going towards the upside, maybe break this, rally towards the upside. So this red box is important box because this is the Fibonacci levels of 0.618. I'll quickly show it to you. Okay, right over here. Okay, you can see this is the 0.618 level. Now if you go to the 4-hourly time frame, you can see now it's holding it at the moment. As soon as you break this, price is going to come down. Okay, I hope you understand that analysis with you. Okay, so let's cover one more coin really quick for Wiggy, Solana, and then we can cover Harmonyone as well for Alex. Okay, where is Solana? Let's see. Where did it go? Let's just type it. Solana Finance, okay. Yeah, Solana is making, see, as soon as I look at it, I can see it's trying to make a little bit of a bearish pattern. Because most of the coins are going to make bearish patterns at the moment because of the whole dumpage in the market. Bitcoin broke a major level right now. That's why coins are going down. But if you look at Solana, you can see that it broke this channel formation upside, and I can bet this is the 0.618 level. No, it was, let's see, move this, and we can just do it like that actually. Yeah. So you can see what happened here. Solana, we went up, broke this resistance, and whenever you're in a channel formation, okay, keep in mind that whenever you break these levels, usually they go and touch the 0.618 level, okay. You can also do it like that, a little bit like that, okay, but this is making more sense at the moment. So you hit the levels, come here. Hey Sultan, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining the chat. We're having a little bit of a live stream at the moment. So we went and hit the 0.5 level, came here, broke the 0.618 level. Now this is coming in as a resistance. You can clearly see this resistance area is being affected to the price, and you cannot, you weren't able to break it. You weren't able to go up because these candles are coming in as a resistance. Okay, so now, if you go in the more lower time frames, okay, go in the 1 hourly time frame. Here, look at this. And yeah, I'm doing well, man. Just doing these live streams for today. I actually enjoy these live streams better than making videos, so because I get to connect with a lot of you guys. So you can see we are making these, bearish head and shoulder pattern, and look at this, okay, bearish head and shoulder pattern. This is your resistance area, okay, and you can see even the resistance is slanted towards the downside, and this is a little bit towards the upside, but if it breaks towards the downside, you can see the price is going to go down, okay, and this is going to be the target wherever the breakout is. Now if you do break towards the upside, this is the same target towards the upside, okay. I like to give both bearish and bullish momentums because you never know what happens in the crypto market, and I like to stay neutral so you can work accordingly wherever the breakout is going to be. And especially, I'm not a financial advisor, I just do this so you guys understand how these things work, see, it's going to break towards the downside. If it breaks downside, and now if you look at this, the 3 hourly time frame, no, 1 hourly makes a little bit more sense. Let's see if there's a resistance area. This was the resistance area, we couldn't get there. So yeah, this doesn't make sense. This line doesn't make sense right now. But yeah, if it breaks towards the downside, you are coming down. Break towards the upside, you're going up. But at the moment, crypto market is looking a little bit weak. So downside is more, looking like more. Let's analyze this. Oh, you could see exactly if it breaks towards the downside, 1.272 Fibonacci level, it's sitting exactly at this target at $104.96. Okay, so keep this in mind. Solana, if it breaks down, I don't want it to break down, but if it breaks down, okay, and upside is going to be, you can see wherever the upside is, you're going to go ahead and hit the 0.5 level at $127.03. So work accordingly. And how would you know you're going to break towards the downside? If a 3 hourly candle closes below this resistance line, support line, I'm sorry, closes below this, then you're coming down, okay? Keep that in mind. And you do have a lot of price action in this area, so it's not going to just come free falling. You might have a little bit step-by-step formation, and like I told you, you can just draw this Fibonacci right over here to understand accordingly. It's going to come in these levels, okay, in this Fibonacci levels. I hope that answered your question, Vegu, for both the coins. Now let's quickly cover Harmony1. After Harmony1, we'll cover Sultan's UFO games, okay, no problem. Harmony1. Okay, one coin. Let's see what one is doing, because one has been in in this fall over here. Okay, so one coin, if you go in the lower time frame, so I drew this green box because this green box is basically the resistance, and this is the next solid support at 10 cents. Now there is a chance if we hold this level, okay, because this level I think is very important. But keep in mind, even if it breaks this level, that doesn't mean price is going to go to zero, okay? There will be another channels that it will make. Exactly like, you made this channel, you did this, broke towards the downside, retest, it went down, then it came up. So it's all about, formation, where the trend is going. The trend right now, this was downside, then we broke it. It was supposed to break the 0.618 level towards the upside, but it couldn't broke it. It got resisted, and then the price came down. You can see at the moment we broke the 0.786 level at 0.14 cents, and we are sitting right at this support. And this support, look over here. This support is very important, okay, because we do have a lot of price action when in these areas. Okay, you can clearly see a lot of price action when in this area, and we have this beautiful support line for Harmony 1 that is coming in as a support at the moment. Okay, even if you break it, there will be, if you go in the 4-hourly time frame now, lower time frame, you can see what happened with Harmony 1 was we went up, hit the level, came sailing down. Why? Because you made this this over here. Okay, you made a lot of let's go to the daily time frame actually. Yeah, you, as soon as you broke this level, okay, look at this. As soon as you broke this level over here, this beautiful support that we had going on for Harmony 1, if this would have been good, Bitcoin would have went up. I think we would have broken this level, but that didn't happen. And then it came down, 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 down. Now look, it's trying to go further down, okay? And I have the support level over here at 10 cents. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to go to 10 cents because there's a chance that price can do this, break it, come over here, and a W pattern, okay? So that all depends wherever this momentum is going to shift to right now, where it's going to go. But this is an important level, what I feel, for Harmony 1. This green box. I want Harmony 1 to stay in this green box until or unless you're in this green box, you are playing in between the 0.618 area, okay? And even if you wick down and you don't close, you come down, okay? And the week doesn't close, which is in 2 days and 6 hours, and you wick back up, the candle has to close above this support line in my viewpoint. And even if we could go further up to 0.786, that is going to look even better for Harmony 1. Okay, keep this in mind. But at the moment, the momentum, it is looking kind of panicky, and hopefully we're going to wick back up. If we don't, this low at 12 cents and this low at 0.10529. Okay, keep this in mind. And let's see over here. Okay, this is where the support is. Even if we hold this support over here at 0.12623, there is a chance we could make a bullish pattern and look like that. Okay. Even if we hold this, don't break this level and come right back up. Okay, until or unless you're not losing this low over here, I'm good with Harmony 1. Okay, I hope that answered your question, Alex. I know a lot of coins are taking a beating right now, but hopefully everything goes well. So let's check UFO. After UFO, we'll go ahead and check GMT for Forever Gaming. Okay, Sultan UFO. I haven't seen this coin before, but let's take a look at it. Okay, this pattern is looking like really good. So if you take a look at this pattern now, the first thing I notice is this resistance that we had. Okay, no problem, Alex. Hope that answered your question. I tried to do my best. Okay, now look at this. We had this support area, and you can see clearly we came down, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, breakout. Okay, so this breakout was good, and I bet this. Let's check what this level was. Exactly. perfectly. Like I've been telling you, whenever we break these resistance lines, we go and we hit the 0.618 level. See, a lot of coins are doing this. So this is looking like exactly how we have been analyzing it. So when up, hit the resistance. Now you can see we are trying to break the 0.786 level. So um, I mean, look at this. Here you have price action. You were trying to hold it, but you're breaking at the moment. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. So you see we had this support. You can see now if you don't like these kind of patterns, you could also make it like that, okay? Like a falling uh, wedge, falling channel. But I think I like this one better because it's actually easy to understand. So you can see what happened here, okay? This is your head and shoulder, right? Left head and shoulder. You break the support, that's why the price is falling. It's not a shock, right? You can see this is your target now. Okay, this is your target. You're gonna come towards the downside if it wants to reach here. Okay, this is the target because look, I can explain you a little bit better with UFO gaming. Look, this is your shoulder area. This was your price target. Let's see if it got there. Okay, let's just, it's always good to test these areas to check if it is working accordingly. You broke it over here, and you can see you came right at the price target. So the momentum for the upside, it met the target. Now this is the momentum for the downside because it break this support level. Now if you just analyze this like that in the Fibonacci for this measurement, let's just take this off. Take this off, take this off, and take this off. Okay, you can see this measurement is telling you the step-by-step formation. If you close this candle in the 4-hourly below this resistance line, let me take this off so you can see it better. So if you close this candle below this line, okay, look, you didn't close it wicked, okay? If you close it like that, a full good candle, then yeah, you are going to come towards the downside. Keep that in mind. If that doesn't happen, you just wick and go towards the upside, come back in this channel, then you are still in this pattern. Okay, you will come back in this pattern. Okay, now if you close a candle somewhere over here, you will start coming towards the downside. Keep that in mind. And also you can see in the weekly time frame, okay, I'm sorry, in the daily time frame, that this coin has always been making lower highs. Okay, lower high formation. Okay, so you want to see when it starts making, and even in the bottom you're making lower highs. Okay, lower highs. Okay, you want to start making higher higher lows where momentum is picking up. And I think you're gonna get to a point where it's gonna start making that, but it's actually you have to just be a little bit patient and see where that bottom is. Exactly like over here. When we had this downfall with the UFO coin, you can just judge this move right over here. Okay, and you can see a little bit closely that when you came here, you found the bottom here, you broke the 0.786 level, then you broke this level. You can clearly see this over here. Okay, the candle hit it, tried to get above it in the daily time frame, couldn't do it, came back, this candle got out of it. Okay, and then the price went towards the upside. Okay, then support, resistance, and then fell because it broke the 0.618, and that's exactly what was going on when we came here and hit the 0.618 again. Okay, so because it found its bottom here, and you can see exactly at this area, because whenever you find a bottom, you make reversal patterns. Keep this in mind. Okay, you can clearly see this reversal pattern in the daily time frame. This was the resistance. Okay, this is the head and shoulder pattern. If you cannot look at it, go to the daily time frame. You can clearly see it now. Okay, where sometimes it's always good to take off the VIX so you understand a little bit better. If VIX annoy you, see here. This is it, and it didn't break this low. This candle didn't break this low, so it was making higher low formation. Clearly higher low, break towards the upside. Okay, and there was a price target from the top to the bottom. Okay, and you can see clearly it got to the 0.786 level and then forced the price to break out. Okay, I hope that answered your question, but at the moment price is trying to come down. If it comes down, it will come further down, and the target level is basically this. Okay, wherever it comes 0. Oh damn, the price is in pennies, less than pennies. Okay, great. So yeah, but you have to look for reversal patterns. Okay, like exactly how this was a inverse head and shoulder pattern, this is a bearish head and shoulder pattern. Hope that brought you some information for this coin, for UFO. I like the name. It wants to go to the moon. So yeah, this is it for UFO. Any other? Oh, GMT. We have GMT next in line. Let's quickly cover GMT. Green Metaverse token. Where is it? Look at this over here. Okay, so GMT. Okay, usually I like to see this channel formation in the weekly time frame, but in the weekly time frame, there's not enough data, not enough information to cover in the weekly time frame. So that's why I'm just doing this in the 4-hourly time frame. I like to see these kind of patterns in the weekly because it makes a lot of, solid support levels and resistance level. But right now with GMT, as you can see, I have broken this thing down into the this was an ascending triangle. Now this is taking a shape of a, uh, like I would call this a falling channel. Okay. Now this falling channel it's usually a bullish pattern. Okay. So whenever you get these falling channels, usually the breakout does happen from the resistance side. Okay, the top side. It breaks the resistance. But again, now within these falling channels, okay, what's happening is how I like to analyze this. Okay, you're making a lot of you see it was also a symmetrical triangle. Okay, the reason I gave it a form of a falling channel was because it broke this resistance level. Okay, went up, tried to hit the resistance, couldn't hit it, selling pressure came in, so whenever it went down, it hit the resistance of this symmetrical triangle. Okay, so now it's getting rejected. It's not trying to get over this area. Okay, so now if it does that, that's going to be bullish in a way. But even if you hold this area, okay, this area, if this is held and you respect this area, and then it's going to start moving towards the upside. Okay, and that's what you want to see. Even if, like Gala coin did this, it made this kind of pattern and then kept on going further. It kept on. Sometimes they do this, they just keep on break this level, they keep on going further and keep on making these channels in a longer time, in like a larger way, and then they eventually break towards the upside. Because Gala, when it was at like 7 cents, it did that when I was covering it. And you can see the support level is being held accordingly right now. Look at this beautiful support level. It's holding it, but it is making lower high formation. Okay, and it is also, if it comes here, bounces over here, you're gonna get a descending triangle formation right over here. Okay, keep this in mind. But again, this overall is a bullish pattern. Okay, now the only way you can judge this pattern is wherever the breakout is going to be. Okay, if it happens, move this. If it happens from here, obviously the price will come down. If it somehow builds up the momentum to go up, it's gonna break towards the top side. Okay, now if you go in the daily time frame, you can see at the moment we got this candle over here is very similar to this candle, and then we had this rally towards the upside. So this things, I mean, it's a possibility. But what I want to look at, you can see the EMAs right now for GMT. You are trying to respect the 55 moving average. And if you go in back in the history in the 3-hourly time frame, you can see when we were right over here, okay, you can see the 55 moving average was respecting these area of as a support. Okay, you can see how many times: once, twice, thrice, and then you can see over here what's going on now. We are below it. Okay, so the 3-hourly has broken the 55 moving average. If you look at the 4-hourly time frame, we are right on it right now. Okay, so this tells you the momentum is shifting towards the downside, and you want the momentum to be above the 55 moving average. Okay, it's right on it, so it's still not bad. It's right sitting on it. Okay, so but if it comes towards the downside, obviously then you're gonna get I'm not gonna say you will get, most probably you can get. Okay, and even if you take a look at this area right over here, okay, you can see how many times over here the price was rejecting. You broke towards the upside. As soon as you broke this level, came towards the downside, and we can just measure this in the Fibonacci now. Right over here. Okay, now take this off. Now you can see what's going on. Okay, take the EMAs out. You can see 0.618 broke towards the upside, came here, broke towards the downside, couldn't break the 0.618. Now you're getting rejected by the 0.786 level as well. Okay, so it's coming towards the downside. Again, you can easily, if you want to dissect this as well and go a little bit, like step by step, whenever you break this area of resistance, that means your momentum has shifted towards the upside. Okay, you could also bring this over here and place it right over here. Whenever, sorry, okay, right over here. Whenever this gets broken, your next resistance is this step-by-step formation, and then you can start going towards the upside. So this is really important. Keep this in mind. And if you want me to go in the lower time frames to see what's going on accordingly, yeah, see, you can see over here, this was the resistance. This was the support right over here. We broke it towards the downside. We are trying to come back up, but it's getting rejected at the moment. But you can see this candle is coming in as this support is coming in as a support for this candle, and it's trying to pick up at the moment. So let's see what happens. But hopefully, if we are still in this pattern formation, and let's see if there's a bullish divergence in place or something in that manner. Okay, let's see. Okay. It's always good to shift to the line graph and see if there's something, some details. No bullish divergence here. Nope, no bullish divergence here. So no bullish divergence at the moment, okay? Not even in the 1-hourly or the 3-hourly or 4-hourly. So we have to just wait and see what happens. But you can see at the moment in the daily time frame, we are trying to build something here, okay? If you close a candle below $2.11, this is your best indication. If you close a candle here, price will come divert towards the downside. Okay, keep this in mind, because you can see in the daily time frame you haven't closed the candle below that price level. Okay, so that's another way to analyze this GMT. But at the moment, this is a bullish pattern, and you can take this line. I haven't told you this in my videos, but you could take this line and in the daily time frame and squeeze it to the here. Okay, because this will be your indication. As soon as you close a candle above any of these resistance level in the daily time frame, boom, that's your indication. Price will choose its direction towards that area. Okay, you can squeeze it in the daily time frame. If you go in the 4-hourly time frame, it's not looking that beautiful, because you have to move a little bit towards the upside. Okay, keep this in mind, and right over here actually I would say. Okay, so yeah, this is it for GMT. I hope that you like that analysis for GMT. So Jarvin has one for SLP. Okay, Alexis, yes, I'm good. Surely, right after SLP, I'll take a look at Phantom. No problem. Right after SLP, really quickly, I know I go really deep into these coins. Sometimes I'll try to do it as quickly as possible. SLP. Okay, I don't have SLP here. It is the governance token for uh, what's it called? Axie Infinity. Okay, so SLP. Wow, this is looking like an interesting play in the weekly. So you can see we are making higher low formation. Okay, no doubt about that. Beautiful higher low formed. Let's take off the this, but it is breaking towards the downside at the moment. You can see the breakout is happening right now because of the whole panic in the market. Uh, let's see in the weekly actually. It's looking like okay. So yeah, this is the area of support, but we are making higher low formation, no doubt about that. You can see higher low, and wherever this candle is going to go is going to define this position actually. And then we were making this beautiful ascending triangle as in SLP actually, and it was look how beautifully you were going towards the upside, okay, and wherever the breakout would be, it would have gone through that direction. But unfortunately, the market is kind of breaking down. Looks like, I mean, I wouldn't say anything yet for SLP because I mean, it is coming down in the daily time frame at the moment. Depending on where this candle goes, and we still have 5 hours for the day to close. If it comes here, breaks this low, then your momentum can shift towards the downside because it can also make something like this. Okay, come here, find support here, then move up. Maybe retest this. If you break this, momentum goes towards the upside. Okay, so even if it breaks, it can still make some good patterns. But if you want to just judge it through the the short term, you can just do this. Okay, and you can see uh, you broke all these levels, went to the 0.382. At the moment, you are sitting right at the 0.786 level. So if you see 0.786 getting broken, like I told you, this level over here is going to be the next low that it will try to get. Now, if you get above it inside, then obviously you will do this ascendant triangle formation. But if you break this 0.786, it can come down to the 0.0155 level. Okay, this level over here is going to be your next target if it breaks completely. If you close the daily candle here, obviously it's going to come down. But again, SLP was looking like pretty good. If the market would have taken a dump, I think SLP had a good, had a good run towards the upside because you can see it made this bullish pattern, had a price target towards the upside, and you can see here we met it right over here. Okay, so and then a sell-off happened because we had a lot of price action that went through here. So this was pretty good. But yeah, keep an eye on it and watch out for the 0.786 area and this low over here. Okay, it's in the Fibonacci. You could just draw it and it's going to tell you accordingly. Uh, Hope that answered your question, Jarvin. Okay, Alexis. Hey, I'm good. How are you? I know it's been a long time. I'm trying to get back to these live streams actually. Uh, okay, Phantom. Okay, which one looks good? Let's do this one. Oh, Phantom. Remove the drawings. Okay, Phantom. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, see, Phantom. It's making a. This is the support. Okay, what I see. And then we have this resistance right over here. Okay, now Phantom has a very strong support at this level. Okay, this level over here where it's a little bit slanted, but this is a strong support for Phantom. Okay, now if Phantom come toward breaks this level, obviously it's going to go down. But if it holds this level, okay, and you can see the price is coming down at the moment because if you go in the daily time frame, sorry, my mic just went off. You can see we had we had this resistance right over here. Right over here, I would say. Good area. Here, yeah, this can be considered as a resistance. We had this channel formation, you can see clearly now, and we went up. Probably that's the 0.618 area, which a lot of coins did. Exactly 0.618 area, it hit that, and then now you're coming and retesting this used to be resistance as support. Okay, so if this gets validated and if it holds it, that's good. I mean, a lot of times, you know, when you have a breakout, but again, market has to look bullish. It has to go up. It has to Bitcoin has to go up. You know, if it holds this level, and let's say Bitcoin does something crazy, goes up, then you can expect this rally towards the upside. Okay, now if you know, it falls, I would like to see that Phantom holds this level over here at $1.10-ish cents, and these levels over here. Okay, very important level, because you can clearly see we haven't closed any candle below these levels in the previous support candles. Okay, we haven't closed any candle below it. Okay, now if you take a look at the Fibonacci accordingly right over here, you can see again we are holding, we actually broke it, the 0.786 level. Okay, you can see we went up, we broke this, we hit the 0.618, we coming down, we broke the 0.786 level at the moment. If you're unable to get above it, then the price will come towards the $1.10 level, I believe. Okay, and if Bitcoin goes to 30,000, I'm not sure if Bitcoin is going to 30,000 at the moment, because it hasn't broken the support. It's a, you know, like long-term support. So, but if it does go to 30,000, then obviously the market is going to follow, right? And it might, you know, Phantom, I'm not going to say the price, because I'm really not sure if Bitcoin will go to 30,000. If it does, then Phantom is going to break this level and then come down, because this is an M pattern in a way. Look at this pattern. M patterns are bearish patterns, and then you will have a price target towards the downside. Okay, let's say this is the target. Okay, and this is the area, and you can clearly see we're going to come and sit at the 1.618 level, which sits at 49 cents. I'm just saying this if this M pattern plays out. Okay, if Bitcoin goes to, because Bitcoin, if it breaks, then it will go to, yeah, 30,000 to even maybe 25, you know, who knows, but it has always held the 29,000 levels. So you can see this M pattern, and you guys know M patterns, double top patterns are always considered as bearish patterns. Okay, now if it does this, you have a double bottom pattern. This is a bullish pattern, and then we can have another bullish run towards the upside. But this is your major support for Phantom coin. Hope that answered your question, Alexis. Can you see Sand with you? Oh, no problem. And let's cover Sand for Sultan, and then we'll cover Axie Infinity for Tobias. Okay. Let's see, Sand. And hope that answered your question, Alexis. Or no problem, no problem. And if you're liking the stream, guys, kindly hit the like button, because I like doing these streams better than making videos. You know, we get to interact one-on-one, and it's faster and easier, and you get your question answered in a very direct manner. Okay, so Sand at the moment. Okay, Sand. I've drawn this beautiful green pattern over here. Okay. And I would like to show you something about Sand today. Okay, so Sand, if you guys know, this is one of the apparently the best going metaverse projects at the moment. Okay, and Mana Decentraland, Gala Games, Axie Infinity, what else is there? NFT Worlds, they are doing something. And a lot more, but Sand is one. Sand and Mana and Axie Infinity are up there, I would say. Okay, play to earn kind of concept. So now look at sand, okay? Sand has this 0.618 lying around here. I'm gonna just do this with the 0.618 Fibonacci level because I think out of every one over here, this is the most important golden ratio area, okay? So sand, the whole trend sits on 0.618 here, okay? So you can see it, this, when the price went up, broke this resistance, 0.618 came into play over here, okay? Now even if you take this area and you just judge this move, you can see whenever the price broke out from this pattern, 0.618 was broken, rally happened towards the upside, okay? Because I guess everybody was waiting on this level to be broken, okay? Now, again, take this off, okay? And just, you can see right over here, okay? You were rejected by the 0.618 level, and then you start coming towards the downside, okay? You can clearly see the yellow line over here is the 0.618 and $4.03. If it would have broken, because the price target for sand is $4 and it was $4.20, I believe, okay? It's in the daily time frame. But again, now take this off and just measure this move over here because this is the second low over here, and you can see clearly here we are sitting right at the 0.618 area. Okay, so you can see how important this level is where sand is at right now. Not only that, this is a very important support level for sand. We have this line, support line that's coming in, which is a very important area. I would like to sand hold these areas. Sand has to hold these areas in my viewpoint, okay? And I would like sand not to break this area, the low, this low of $2.68. If sand can hold this, and then even if it does this and breaks the 0 point and goes up and breaks this, this is going to be amazing for sand because at the moment sand is actually sitting at basically the thin line where it has to choose heaven or hell. Okay, so this is that area, this is that thin line it's walking on right now. But I'm not saying that it's going to come all the way down because sometimes when they break the support, they have they just go all the way like that, okay, and then create new channels, and then breakout happens because these are considered to be bullish patterns, okay, unless you break this support, then you come towards the downside because it hasn't made any bearish patterns within it, okay. It only made bullish patterns, okay. Let me show you, okay. This was the bearish pattern it made, this triangle pattern, okay. It had a price target towards the downside. You can see we already met this target, and then you made this bullish pattern, okay. Look at this, this was a bullish pattern, okay. This head and shoulder target was towards the upside. If it would have gotten there, it didn't get there. Okay, this was the, where was the breakout point? Yeah, right over here. It was trying to get to the all-time high, but it got rejected by the 0.618. Now, if it's going to make any bearish pattern here, which maybe it's planning on doing, let's see. Okay, this could be a rejection area where it can make this pattern. Okay, like that. And then you might have a price target towards the downside. Let's see. And you can see it is coming exactly like how I've been this channel over here, this formation that I just made. Look at this. It's crazy how it just exactly sat over there. Okay, so this can be another, if this bearish pattern plays out. If it doesn't play out, it breaks this neckline, the resistance neckline, then this has a price target towards the upside. Okay, so let's see what happens, but it's at a very crucial level at the moment because it's sitting at its golden ratio. Look at that, 0.618. So if it gets broken, this is the next best support. I mean, we have 0.5 as well, but this is the best support, the solid support for um, Sandcoin. Okay, right over here. at 0. What is it? Sorry. Take this off and measure it right from here actually. Yeah, $1.64. Okay, so I mean this is it for sand, because 0.618 is sitting right over here, and I would like to see sand hold this level, okay, because we are in this beautiful formation, higher lows being formed, and so on. Okay, hope that answered your question, Sultan. Give me a second, guys. Let me go get some water really quickly. Sorry about that. Axie Tobias. Okay. We already covered Axie Infinity. I'll do it quickly for you as well. No problem, Alexis. Yeah. Okay. I'll check it out really quick, Alexis. No problem, Sultan. Well, I mean, I'm already in sand, but I mean, I believe in the project. I for long term, even if it comes down, I'm just gonna keep dollar cost averaging sand because I think it's a good project, and it has a very high potential, in the long run. My opinion. That's just my opinion on it. Okay. So let's cover Alexis really quickly. I mean, sorry, Axie Infinity. Okay, Axie Infinity at the moment. Let's take this off. Okay, you can see that it's just it got rejected from here. This red line, this is the 0.618 area, and you can see that it is coming down at the moment, and it is trying to get some support at the $52 level. Now, if it breaks it, obviously it is going to come down. Let's go in the 4-hourly time frame, and I drew this this pattern over here, and this pattern is basically it was a like a bearish flag, and they have price targets towards the downside, and this is the price target, and that's where it's trying to get to. Okay, but not necessarily, because it has a very strong support level here. Depending on if it breaks it, you can already see we have this support level. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. So we have this support level, and we're trying to break it. Okay, but it all depends.